Tyler, and I'm here to let you know that The Dark Tower is no perfect movie. So in The Dark Tower, a young boy named Jake, played by Tom Taylor, comes across a gunslinger from another dimension named Roland, played by Idris Elba, and he decides to help him out in hunting down the Man in Black, played by Matthew McConaughey, who is out to destroy the Dark Tower, which is this one structure that can keep the balance between all existing dimensions. While the acting in the movie isn't technically bad, all the actors seem a little too restrained, and I can't tell if it's the director or the script that keeps them from doing that, because they don't portray as much emotion as they could. Now, to be fair, Tom Taylor does give a decent enough performance, and his character does feel sympathetic when he sees visions of things that, of course, no one else can see and they don't believe him, which is weird, because at one point a grown man with a scar on his neck chases him up an apartment building, and these almost psychic-like visions that he has of this place called Midworld are very useful to him and Roland as they're chasing the Man in Black. But even though Tom Taylor's facial expressions do portray enough emotion for us to care, he never really raises his voice. He has this almost whisper-like monotone that doesn't always sound convincing, especially when he's in danger. Idris Elba definitely looks the part of a cynical loner in the Old West. His backstory does match that of a typical gunman who is out to seek vengeance for his lost loved ones, and just for his expressions we can see the equal amount of desire and reluctance to try and bond with Jake, since they both seemingly have no one in their lives to connect with. But the thing that keeps him from being that engaging is the fact that he's really a supporting character to Jake in this movie, and he isn't even officially introduced until near the second act, and since the movie's not told in his perspective, he doesn't get that many chances to make a memorable impression. And as for Matthew McConaughey, his way of controlling or attacking people through his magic is usually by just saying a simple command such as, "Stop breathing. Now kill each other." Which kind of reminded me of Kilgrave from Jessica Jones, which is pretty ironic considering Roland can resist the Man in Black the exact same way Jessica can resist Kilgrave. But the reasons Kilgrave was so threatening to me were that, for one, he's actually slowly built up throughout the first few episodes of the series by hiding his face through the camera angles and through some shadows. And B, David Tennant's performance showed just how much he enjoyed his powers, and he made him much more sadistic and threatening. In this movie, McConaughey just looks and sounds unimpressed with absolutely everything that's going on in this movie, and only a couple times does he ever seem to enjoy inflicting pain on anyone. I'm not saying I want to see him inflict pain on anyone, it's just it would have made him much more menacing as a villain. There are some occasional moments of good direction. The action sequences, for the most part, are filmed in steady wide shots that show the actors doing all of their own stunts, and the use of locations such as a busy street in New York or a rundown amusement park make it much more of a challenge for the characters to escape danger. But the editing in this movie is incredibly sloppy, and it makes a lot of key scenes feel really rushed. There's one scene that really stuck out to me where Roland draws a map in the sand of the Dark Tower, and he uses a tarantula that he found as an example of the Man in Black. All the camera has to do is show the tarantula crawling all over the map, while off-screen, Roland is explaining the whole story. But no, the spider just shows up for 1 second, and then it cuts right back to Roland and Jake as Roland is explaining everything to him. And that's just one scene. There are a ton of other exposition scenes that are so choppily edited up that it makes all the information being thrown at us feel incredibly forced, rushed, and kind of lazy. And despite the fact that the Dark Tower is a protector of several different realities, all that really matters in this movie is protecting Earth. We see Earth and Midworld, and we never get to see any other realities, which is kind of weird because McConaughey's powers can inflict severe damage on the other realities. We never get to see how that affects those. And as a result, we never really get to see the mythology surrounding this universe. We have no idea if the Man in Black is like the leader of a group of sorcerers or whether he's just a small part of it. We have no idea who or what his minions are, considering some of them look human, some of them are these ghoul-like creatures who have to wear like flesh masks around their neck. Hell, Roland can resist McConaughey's powers and we have no idea how that's even possible. The Dark Tower could have been an intriguing start to a franchise. And even though they're going to make a TV show after this movie, they really should have just started with the TV show, especially since Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey have clearly done TV shows in the past. Why wouldn't they do that now? As for this movie, the acting, the editing, the script and dialogue, it all just feels run-of-the-mill. and it's too rushed to have enough depth to engage any fans of the books or any newcomers. And for that reason, I'm going to give The Dark Tower a 2 out of 5. Guys, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out my other reviews at NoPerfectMovie.com. And once again, thank you all very much for watching. Take care.